As hard as he tries, when Josiah Brown sits down in a chair, his feet don't touch the ground. But that's no big deal. After all, Josiah is only 4 years old. Being 4 is not an issue, though, when it comes to playing basketball at the Wilmington YMCA, because clearly this youngster has game. Was your son just born to play basketball?
Yes, sir. In all honesty, he was. From the time he started walking, we had a Little Tykes basketball goal in the house, and he just took to it. Pretty much all the fundamentals that most kids in their teens are working on, he's working on right now at 4 years old.
Josiah's ball handling skills are impressive. He can dribble with his right or left hand. He has a spin move. Josiah can go behind the back. Heck, he can even use the crossover dribble against players twice his height. Can you dunk the ball yet?
I can't dunk.
You can't dunk? You're doing pretty much everything else, my friend.
I can't dunk.
And what's funny is you get a lot of people asking me, oh, like what AAU team he's playing for and so forth. I'm like, yo, he just graduated preschool.
The preschool graduate just got back from the Muggsy Bogues Fundamentals basketball camp in Charlotte. Josiah's team won the camp championship. Josiah won the free throw shooting competition for 6 to 9-year-olds, even though he's only 4. Plus, Josiah was one of 2 campers to receive special recognition from Muggsy Bogues, who played 14 seasons in the NBA. Do you play basketball pretty much every day?
Yep. Every day.
Do you think you're the best 4-year-old basketball player in Wilmington?
Yes.
You know what? I kind of tend to agree, my friend. You're pretty doggone good.
Yep.
Up until this point, we've only been showcasing Josiah on a short goal. How'd you do that?
I know.
When presented with the opportunity to shoot on a regulation 10-foot goal, Josiah does not blink. With court vision and a taller target, he still has the shooter's touch. That's a 10-foot goal.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye.
Maggie Swan and her twin sister Bonnie both know how to beat the odds. They've been doing that for 16 years. Bonnie is not able to run track, but Maggie can. In fact, she's a sprinter on the New Hanover team.
They were 9 weeks premature, and they were in the hospital for a month. And when they got ready to go home, the doctor said they'd never walk or talk or know anything. And so we've proved them wrong.
You did it, and then some.
And then some.
I like being out there and part of the track team
You like being part of the track team?
and running fast and hard.
And the kids on the team have all been so good. As you noticed when she ran, they all lined up and cheered for her all the way down the track. And they've always taken part in all the Special Olympics, and they play special needs t-ball and special needs soccer. But this is just even something a little bit better because she's part of the high school track team.
She's a very likable girl. The first thing she does every day at practice is give people hugs, and she's out there doing the drills and the workout just like everybody else. And the kids like her a lot, so they cheer for her and they wish her well.
All right, Maggie, tell me the real reason you joined the track team at New Hanover High School. This one is going to surprise folks, I believe.
Me, boys.
You joined the track team to meet boys? Have you met some boys?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
On Thursday, Maggie ran the 100-meter dash in 44 seconds. That's her new personal best.
Now, I know Maggie was fast on the track today, but I hear in the hallway at New Hanover High School, you're probably the fastest. So tell me about that.
Oh, my teachers can't keep up with me.
They can't keep up with you in the hallway? You going from classroom to classroom?
Yep.
Bonnie Swan is Maggie Swan's biggest fan on and off the track. It's just part of being a twin.
Why'd you come out to the track meet today?
To support my sister and to meet boys.
Oh, my gosh.
When you were born in a poor family, it's really hard.
And poor is an understatement for 24-year-old Rain Zarems. He's one of 11 children. He grew up dirt poor an hour outside of Jakarta, Indonesia.
When I was 3 to 4 years old, I had to work, and then my job was to go to the golf course and went to the jungle finding voles and dove into the dirty rivers.
Rain sold the golf balls he found back to the members at a club in Indonesia. Wilmington's Jean-Louis Guillou is one of the members.
They looked okay from the outside, but they're pretty much snake infested. Well, yeah, we're in Indonesia, we're in the tropics, it's snake paradise. You wouldn't get me close to that water, but at age 3 or 4, he was diving into there trying to find balls to pay for dinner.
Eventually, Rain decided to do more with golf than just hunt for lost balls.
I started playing golf on the soccer field, and I made my own golf club from the branch of that tree.
Rain taught himself how to play golf with real clubs that Jean-Louis Guillou bought for him. And it was Guillou who essentially saved the Indonesian from a world of poverty.
If you can change the life of one person, why not?
Jean-Louis had said to me, "This is a really good kid. I can't save the world, but maybe I can give one kid a life." I said, "That's a nice idea, Jean-Louis." Little did I know that I was going to have a new son.
That's because Rain left Indonesia in the spring of 2013, heading straight to Wilmington to live with the Guillou family at the country club of Landfall.
When I got here for the first time, summer 2013, my English was terrible.
How bad was it?
Really bad.
When he arrived, the first thing we did was call Cape Fear Community College. And their director of sports and their golf coach came out, played 3 holes with him and said, "Done deal. We absolutely want him. He's wonderful. He's respectful. He understands everything." 2 months later, they called and said, "Can't do it. We can't get him a visa."
A year later, the golf coach at Graceland University in Iowa accepted Rain with open arms. He's #1 on the Graceland team heading into his senior season. Hard work, determination, and discipline paid off.
Oh, my proudest moment was undoubtedly when I heard that he got a 3.6 GPA last quarter.
This is the 3rd summer for Rain in Wilmington. When he's not working or teaching junior golfers at Landfall, he's trying to make a name for himself on the amateur circuit.
So in 2014, you were right up there in the North Carolina amateur?
Yes, sir. I was on the leaderboard for 2 days, and then I finished tied for 36.
And Rain was actually tied for the lead after the first 9 holes of the Carolinas Amateur in Charleston 2 weeks ago.
I would like to go to the next level in golf, playing for PGA Tour or Asian Tour. That's my dream.
I've seen Jay Ross play basketball, but one thing I have never seen in my life is Connor Barth, the kicker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, play basketball. What can we expect tonight, Connor?
I'm about to be Steve Nash tonight, man. Throw down about 40, so it should be fun.
Steve Nash, the
newest Laker, right?
But I'll just make sure you knew that.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan, man. I'm gonna take my skills tonight and just dish and put about 20 assists.
All right.
So 40 and 20 is about to be right.
While the camera's on you, I'm gonna step back. Let's see the Connor Barth 3-point form.
Right.
Former Hoggard Viking, former UNC Tar Heel, and a member of tonight's J. Ross Port City All-Star basketball team. Shooting a 3 at Brighton Hall.
You ready?
All right. Here's Connor Barth. We're ready. Oh! Just a little bit long.
The form was good, though. The form was good.
The form was real good.
I'm thinking about trying it. It's a sneak thing. I might try to do a drop kick from half court and see if we can do a drop kick alley-oop to somebody from half court. That'd be top 10 on SportsCenter, no doubt, right?
You know what they also have on SportsCenter? The knot.
Yeah, it could be a knot to the top 10 because I'll put it over the backboard. But if we do get it, could be something special.
All right, Connor, this is all about having fun tonight, and you're going to have some fun.
Oh, yeah, of course, man. It's all about giving back and helping out this community as much as we can.
All right, the J. Ross Port City All-Stars versus the Wilmington Police Department, and Connor Barth playing.
40 and 20 tonight. Get ready.
Not only playing, but he's guaranteeing some points.
40 and 20.
Now back to the studio.
It's not the same. Practice for the Wilmington Tigers is just not the same without head coach William Murphy being around. The 74-year-old local coaching legend was more than just a coach to these Tigers. He was a father figure, both on the field and at the Martin Luther King Center. In fact, 3 of his real family members attended practice on Wednesday, including his 2 sons, who received the sad news Sunday night.
Didn't know what to think. I actually broke down right there with the phone call, and I just had to hang up because just wasn't expecting that.
William Murphy IV told me his father had tremendous pain on the left side of his chest the day before his death. The family believes a heart attack killed the man who had such a big heart when it came to young people.
I pray that someone out here would be another stand-up model for these young kids out here. I know they can't step in his shoes, but they can step in somebody else's shoes.
So that begs the question, who's going to be the head coach on Saturday?
We are not going to name a head coach for Saturday. We have a head coach. Coach Murphy is our head coach, and he will definitely be there with us. Maybe not in person, but in spirit.
Despite the death of their head coach, the Tigers will try to focus on football. They'll host the Arbutus Big Red in the Mason-Dixon League title game. I know you'd love to win this Mason-Dixon championship for Coach Murphy.
I'd have to. I know it means the world. I know it.
He gonna be with you on Saturday?
Oh yeah, he's there. He's there. He's with everybody right now. He's with everybody.
We're going to have them up 20-some points first quarter. I guarantee it, because he's going to be there pushing us every play. I guarantee it. This team, it's been a Cinderella story this year. I mean, we're 11-0. I mean, we're going to play the game of our lives.
Win one for the Gipper? Not this Saturday.
Win one for Coach
It's
Murphy.
win one for Coach Murphy. John Rendleman, WWAY, News Channel 3. Cold weather outside forced the tennis clinic to be held inside, and nobody complained about that. Bob and Mike Bryan are world champions, and between them, they've won 15 Grand Slam championships. They're twins, and they loved having the opportunity to share their knowledge of the game with some of the best young players in the port city.
These kids were good. I mean, we were surprised at all the talent here in Wilmington. It was nice to have the UNCW team out here helping out. If we could inspire these kids to keep going, try to make their high school team, college team, maybe go to the pros, that's what it's all about for us.
Being able to learn from the top doubles team is one thing, seeing them play is another. And here's something you don't see too often, Bob and Mike Bryan going head-to-head in a unique warm-up drill.
My dad invented that drill way back in the day after watching Nastasi and Tiriac. He calls it the Romanian Davis Cup. And we've been doing it since we were 5 years old. It's actually pretty tough if you haven't done it, but you just got to move side to side. It works on the independence of hands and feet.
In fact, I had the opportunity to play a 10-point tiebreaker against the world champions on Sunday.
Rendleman, watch out. Rendleman, watch out.
He's not my twin, but Daniel Siemens, our new news anchor at News Channel 3, helped me out on the court, or perhaps he did not help. And yes, even against us, the Bryan twins had reason to chest bump. One thing's for sure, the team in yellow won most of the points, but not all of them. This part of the exhibition may not have been the Bryans' highlight of the day, but it certainly was for the team in red.
That's a wrap from Trask Coliseum. For Daniel Siemens, I'm John Rendleman, WWAY News Channel 3.